Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rainbow.
And here we are, Rainbow. It's all very exciting. It's the middle of our three-part Trends and Fads unit for this month. So today, for part 2, our article, Love Makes the World Go Round, turns its attention to how people in different parts of the world celebrate their Valentine's Day.
In yesterday's article, we read about the typical Valentine's Day celebrations that many of us are familiar with. People give their partners chocolates, cards, maybe some roses, and they might go out for a romantic dinner or a movie.
Yeah, or both. Yes, those are pretty common and popular things to do on Valentine's Day, that's for sure. But these aren't the only things that people do. So we'll be learning about some of the less common and less well-known ways that people celebrate this Day of Love. Who knows, maybe you will discover a new tradition to adopt for your next Valentine's Day.
But before we begin, we need to learn all about the new vocabulary that we will be using today. Let's check that out now, and then we can come back to start today's reading. 第二天的文章继续带大家看情人节不同的国家的庆祝方式。首先，我们来看几个单字。第一个 female 女性是个名词，男性是 male。Many people believe that females should make as much as males do at work, but that is not the case.Many people believe that females should make as much as males do at work, but that is not the case. 许多人认为女性的工资应该要跟男性是平等的，但事实并不如此。第二个单字 handkerchief 手帕名词。Don't cry, you can have my handkerchief. Don't cry, you can have my handkerchief. 别哭，来，给你我的手帕。第三个单字 pin别住，固定住是个动词。Pin the tail on the donkey is a common children's game. Pin the tail on the donkey is a common children's game. 别上驴尾巴是个常见的儿时游戏。最后一个单字 move 行动是个名词。I need you to help with my move on Tuesday. I need you to help with my move on Tuesday.星期二，我需要你帮忙我完成搬家。
People in other parts of the world celebrate Valentine's Day differently. In Portugal, females give their partners handkerchiefs with love symbols. Women in South Africa pin their love interests' names on their shirts. In Japan and South Korea, females make the first move. They give men gifts on Valentine's Day.Then, it's the male's turn 1 month later on March 14th, White Day.
Explanation 1.
Okay, so today's article begins with a simple sentence that explains what we'll be reading about today. It says, people in other parts of the world celebrate Valentine's Day differently.Well, exactly. So let's get some examples of how.
And our first example comes to us from a beautiful little country in southwestern Europe. We read, in Portugal, females give their partners handkerchiefs with love symbols. Oh, how cute! Little lovers' handkerchiefs. So I don't have to sew my own. I think it's fine, so as long as I don't have to make it.So I think this is a great way of celebrating Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but that's a good point, Rainbow. My sewing skills aren't too good either. So let's hope that there are pre-made Valentine's Day handkerchiefs for people to buy. Okay, that's one interesting and unique tradition. Let's continue to read about another. Next we read, women in South Africa pin their love interests' names on their shirts. Oh my goodness, you'd have to be pretty brave to do this. I mean, if you were just pinning the name of your partner, husband, or wife on your shirt, well, that's one thing. But imagine walking around with your crush's name on your shirt, that person you secretly love. That would take some courage.
Especially if they didn't feel the same way.
Well, that's why it takes courage.
So then you would find out then, I guess, when the other person sees you. 这边补充一个单字，谁是 love interest 呢？就是你心仪的对象。在南非的女生会把她们心仪的对象的名字别在她们的衣服上。Wow, this could be really embarrassing, right?
Especially if that other person doesn't have the same feelings about you as you have about them. Yeah, it could be super awkward. Okay, let's move on. And next, what do we read about?
So next we read about two countries that are much closer to us. It says in Japan and South Korea, females make the first move. Wow. What's more, they give men gifts on Valentine's Day. Wow. So women are supposed to ask men out on a date and give them gifts. It's a little bit unusual, right? But sure, why not?
Yeah, it's not as traditional, but still very modern. I think it's great. And there's no reason that a girl can't ask a boy out. That's totally cool. And besides, it seems that in these two countries, the men get their chance to ask the ladies out just a short time later. As we reach the break, we read in the article, then it's the male's turn 1 month later on March 14th, White Day.
White Day.
Yeah, so they have two similar holidays, and in each one, the boys and the girls get their chance to ask someone out. That seems very fair. Okay, as we mentioned, we'll take our break here, but before we do that, we need to learn more about our first grammar point from our good friend, Daphne.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 It's one's turn， 意思是轮到某人。代名词 it 在这里代指现在时刻 ，turn 在这里是名词，意思是依次轮流的机会。后方可以接不定词 to be 修饰 ，turn to 加原形动词表示轮到点点点的机会。例如。It's my turn to play on the slide. 该我玩溜滑梯了。
Okay, as I mentioned, it's break time now, so let's go do that, and then we'll be back to read the second half of today's article. See you soon.
For the Chinese, the 7th day of the 7th lunar month is the time for love. It's called Chinese Valentine's Day. It's heavenly, just like all Valentine's Days.
Explanation 2.
Welcome back, everyone. Different Valentine's Day traditions are what we are reading about today. And so far, we have checked out how they do things in Portugal, South Africa, Japan, and South Korea.
And next, we will be coming home to check out traditions from here in Taiwan and other parts of the Chinese-speaking world. The next sentence says, For the Chinese, the 7th day of the 7th lunar month is the time for love. 77 lucky number. Lunar 就是农历的意思，也就是月亮跟有关的叫做 lunar. Solar 则是阳历或是跟太阳有关的形容词。So this is a slightly different calendar that we're following here. The lunar calendar follows the moon, so the solar calendar, the one that's more common, follows the sun. For this reason, anything on the lunar calendar will fall on a different day of the solar calendar every year. It's a little bit confusing. Check the dates. That's the reason why Chinese New Year always starts and ends on a different day every year.
All right. So it's also the reason why I can never figure out when Chinese Valentine's Day is. Every year it's on a different date on our calendar. It's tough to keep track of all this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, while we worry about that, why don't you guys spend some time with Daphne who has everything you need to know about today's final grammar point.
第二则文法是 is the time for something， 意思是某事的时间。time 在这里是名词时候的意思，使用时前方要加定冠词 the， 后方则用介系词 for 作为，可以引出动名词 VING 或者是名词，合在一起 is the time for something， 就是是某事的时间。例如 Sunday is the time for rest， 星期天是休息的日子。又如 Summer is the time for swimming， 夏天正是时候游泳。
Okay, so in Taiwan, China, and other places in the Chinese-speaking world, people get to celebrate 2 Valentine's Days because Chinese Valentine's Day falls on the 7th day of the 7th lunar month. So as we read on so that we can finish off the article, we're going to look at this holiday once again, which is called Chinese Valentine's Day. So the article says, it's called Chinese Valentine's Day.
And the final sentence for today wraps things up with, it's heavenly just like all Valentine's Days. It sure is. It's a time of love, romance, and hopefully great happiness. And that is exactly what we wish all of you on Valentine's Day and every other day of the year. We'll see you back here tomorrow for our Chinese Valentine's Day dialogue. It should be super romantic. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love makes the world go round.
People in other parts of the world celebrate Valentine's Day differently. In Portugal, females give their partners handkerchiefs with love symbols. Women in South Africa pin their love interests' names on their shirts. In Japan and South Korea, females make the first move. They give men gifts on Valentine's Day. Then, it's the male's turn 1 month later on March 14th, White Day. For the Chinese, the 7th day of the 7th lunar month is the time for love. It's called Chinese Valentine's Day. It's heavenly, just like all Valentine's Days.
用英文度过父亲节吧。
You're the best dad in the world. You're the father of the year. I'm so lucky to have a dad like you. Great job, Dad. I turned out great. Thanks for working so hard to pay for the TV that actually raised me. For Father's Day, I bought you something nice with your money. Happy Father's Day. Get over here, young man. August 8th is Father's Day in Taiwan, so don't forget to do something nice for your father. Get him a nice gift, say something sweet, don't make any jokes or give stupid presents. Please, for all the fathers, please.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 又到我们1分钟的单元喽。那我们今天要1分钟的时间来复习4个单字，同学们准备好了没？1分钟计时开始。第一个单字呢，它叫做女性。女性怎么说呢？叫做 female。female。如果你把字首的 fe 去掉，变成 male。male 就是指男性。好，我们用 female 造句 ，The product is aimed at young females。这个产品是针对年轻女性，以年轻女性来当做目标客群。第二单字呢，它叫做手帕，手帕叫做 handkerchief。handkerchief。He wiped his face with a handkerchief。他用手帕擦脸。第3个单字呢，它可以指别针，那当动词就表示别住、固定住。这个字叫做 pin。 Kate changed into a cute dress and pinned her hair up. Kate 换上一套可爱的洋装，还把头发别起来。第4个单词可以表达移动，那当名词可以表达行动，这字叫什么 ？Move. We need to plan our next move carefully. 我们必须小心的计划下一个行动，看看下一步该怎么做。好，太好啦！我们轻轻松松就在1分钟之内复习完4个单词喽。同学们表现很棒，平常也要多多复习哦。那我们下次见，拜拜。